In a series of leaked documents from the Northern Ireland executive, the true complications of resolving the Irish border, which European Union leaders have threatened to derail Brexit over. Documents marked official sensitive were made leaked by the EU/NGL European Parliament group, which includes Sinn Féin. At least one of the letters is addressed to Ollie Robbins, Theresa May's so-called EU Sherpa and her most senior advisor on Brexit. In the note to Mr. Robbins, David Stirling, the head of the civil service in Northern Ireland, voices his concern over the two solutions put forward by Westminster in negotiations as recently as last week in Brussels. Get a Brexit news. Leaked documents show scale of Irish border challenge. There is likely to be some negative impact on the economy. Leaked document. He stresses the proposals create a dangerous backdoor for products that fall below the EU's tough standards, moving on from the UK, which would likely lead to disapproval of plans by Brussels. Under Westminster plans, the UK would take responsibility for goods arriving in Northern Ireland which fall below the EU's standards and ensure they would not move across the bloc. The customs proposals were first sent out in a paper published on Northern Ireland and customs in August last year and reportedly rubbished by Brussels, despite the UK still trying to push them in ongoing negotiations. Mr. Stirling's letter was addressed to Mr. Robbins days after the papers were released in August of last year. He writes, "While the position papers have helpfully started a dialogue on movement of goods, many of the issues raised in June still require exploration." Questioning details on the UK customs proposals, Mr. Stirling argued plans create a backdoor risk and poses a significant challenge to follow through with. The official said, "The visibility and impact of a robust enforcement mechanism to ensure goods not complying with the EU's trade policy, whether through a lower tariff or diverging standard, stay in the UK is a significant challenge." The example of Turkey illustrates that customs duties are only one part of the picture and technical barriers can be equally disruptive to trade. Potential trade barriers created by diverging tariffs or regulatory standards are therefore a key area for ongoing discussion. DARA is currently engaged with DEFRA on complex sanitary and phytosanitary (SPS) issues. Another paper in the batch of leaked documents reports the economy will suffer as a result of any alteration to current systems on the island of Ireland. The document, entitled Border Controls on Cross-Border Trading Goods, is a private working paper marked private and sensitive. Evaluating the risk of a land border, executives say, there is no quick or simple solution to the land border. There is likely to be some negative impact on the economy whether border controls are sited at the land or sea border, at least in the short to medium term. The policy question is therefore how these impacts can be minimized and what transitional support is required.